So let's see. We're starting off with communication as being the main energy of that month. So you will be talking to a lot of people and communicating a lot of ideas. And this could be in your work situation. It might be a lot of international communications coming up. It's followed by the Alchemist card, which is talking about transformation of base motives and goals into golden wisdom. So this is also the Magician card. It's a card that's ruled by Mercury. So you will be involved with a lot of communication, a lot of exchange of information, and a lot of multitasking. You'll be very, very busy in January. And you've got the Page of Pentacles over here, which is a card ruled by Taurus. It says the newborn king over here. So you'll be making announcements, new information going out to a lot of people, meeting a lot of new people. This is portraying the birth of Jesus. So a lot of people came to his birth. So a lot of people visiting you, or you visiting a lot of people. There might be some international travel involved in there. With the Page of Pentacles, it's also about information, and it involves money as well. So this is something to do with your work situation. So all this is because of the Seven of Earth, and this is seeds being planted, a temporary pause in action, unnecessary worry. So any anxiety you need to lay to rest. Whatever you're doing now is you're building your empire, or you're building up your career. So this is laying the foundations for you to receive abundance in the future. So you are starting off something, and you are planting the seeds so that you can reap the harvest eventually. So this is going on in January, a pretty busy month for you. Excuse me. In February, we have teaching and learning. So you're at a point where you're an expert at what you do. You might be doing some extra courses, extra seminars, something that improves your skill base. So that could be something coming in for you. You've got the Avenger over here. So that's showing desire to balance the scales of justice, righteousness on behalf of society or oneself. So it seems like whoever's done you wrong, you're going after them, or you're not tolerating anything from them in February. You've got the Ten of Swords, so you're laying that situation to rest. People said a lot of things about you. There were a lot of nastiness that was that went down in the past. You're laying that situation to rest. You've got the Sun in Gemini over here, and it says ruin over here. So it seems like they destroy your reputation. The Sun ruling the reputation or ego. Gemini is communication. So people did say some really nasty things behind your back, and it caused you a lot of problems. They stabbed you in the back, and you're going out for vengeance. So you're not going to tolerate anything from them in January. You're standing up for yourself. And you've got the Four of Water over here. So while all this is going on, make sure that you're not missing any opportunities that are being presented to you. Now, this is an Ace of Cups that's being presented. So it's a new opportunity, and it's for peace and happiness. This could be coming in the form of a relationship, or it could be coming in the form of a job offer. So, or even a course, some further studying or education involved. So make sure that you are accepting this opportunity. This is an Ace of Cups that is being presented. So it's something that's going to lead to a new beginning. So make sure you open your eyes to all the possibilities that are available for you, and don't miss this opportunity. It is a very important opportunity coming for you in February. So in March, lay that down. You've got music over here, so you need to harmonize, you need to bring some balance back into your life, and you also need to bring some order. That is the card of music. Music being very, very structured, so you need to bring some structure back into your life again in order to make things flow very, very easily. You've got the Prostitute card over here. So this is a card that is saying that you need to make sure that you're getting the most money for whatever services you're offering. In other words, make sure that you're getting paid the highest amount for whatever work you're doing. Don't underrate yourself or underestimate your value. So make sure that you are sorting out your worth. Make sure that you are making people aware that you are valuable, and don't accept any less than your worth. You've got the Four of Wands over here, which is a card of stability. So you might be buying a new home as well. There might be some disagreements with people around you. There might be problems, but you are definitely reaching a point of security. And this is talking about apparent perfection. You've got Venus in Aries over here. So the Venus card talking about maybe personal wealth, personal growth, maybe love. Maybe you're getting into a stable relationship as well. But it's suddenly the focus is going to be on you and establishing stability in March. You've got the Nine of Air over here. You've got expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecies, and sleepless nights. So you are going through a phase of anxiety. Maybe in acquiring the stability, it's making you to be, causing you to be quite anxious about things where you're not sleeping well at night. So you need to get some kind of stress relief. So, or even maybe acquiring this new job is causing you a lot of stress, and that's going down. So you need to stop worrying so much. In April, you've got the card of happy endings. So it means that whatever happened in March, all that anxiety was unfounded. It looks like there's going to be a really good, successful outcome, and you are going to get what you want with this happy endings card. It's going to just watch out for people being deceptive. You've got the thief card over here. So watch out for people speaking a lot of things that are untrue, and watch your back. You've got the Wheel of Fortune coming over here, and this is the card of Jupiter. So it looks like your financial status is going to improve quite significantly and quite suddenly. And these are events beyond your control, so there are things going on behind the scenes that you don't know about, and that just means that there's going to be a lot of positive growth, because this is the card of expansion ruled by Jupiter. So it means that things are going to improve quite dramatically, quite quickly. And it is got to do with work, because the final card is the Hermit, and the Hermit is the card that rules Virgo. So it's got something to do with work, and it means that you're going to be very focused on this work and spending a lot of time with it. It's going to involve a lot of information. It might involve teaching as well. So you are going to get a happy outcome from it, and you're going to get the job that you want, but it means it's going to require a lot of hard work. So you're going to be working pretty hard from April onwards. And you're going to be pretty focused as well. So in May, we've got forgiveness, and then we've got the Trickster, the Page of Cups, and the Ace of Water. So there might be somebody coming into your arena who wants your forgiveness or wants to apologize for something that they did. Maybe they were the people that did things back in January, and now they're coming back to you for forgiveness in May. But these people are not what they appear to be. You've got the Trickster card over here. So somebody is not being open and honest, and really, you shouldn't really trust whatever information they bring to you. You've got the Page of Cups over here. This is ruled by Scorpio, and it also has got the Trickster involved in here. So there might be somebody that's coming back from your past and coming and bringing you a lot of messages saying that they're very sorry, and they want forgiveness, and they want to apologize, and they've changed. It seems like whatever they're saying is not really based on truth or fact, and there might be a lot of lies and deception there. So I would be very careful and watch out for them. You're certainly entering a new phase with this Ace of Water. If this is a relationship that is coming in, there is a lot of growth and enhanced intuition over here. This could also show the beginnings of, you might be buying a new home, this card says. So you could be moving on. So whatever this person is coming back with to you in May is not based on fact. Really, you should probably walk away from it and carry on your new path that you have started. If it is a new home that you're buying, make sure that you're reading all the details. You don't want the wool to be pulled over your eyes, and you don't want to be deceived in any kind of contract that you sign. So make sure that you're watching your back in May. There's a lot of deception going on around you. So in June, we have parenting, Martyr, 10 of Pentacles, and 10 of Fire. So it seems like there are some issues. If you have children, there are issues with children. If you are a child, maybe there are issues with your parents. So it could be something that involves looking after your children, or involves things to do with your children and what they want out of life. You've got the Martyr. Maybe you feel like you're doing too much. You're making a lot of sacrifice, because you're definitely taking on the attitude of a martyr. And maybe you feel like you're doing too much. So try not to make people feel guilty about whatever they want to do. Maybe the children want to leave home, and you're making them feel guilty about leaving home. So that could well be the case over here. See it for what it is. People all need to leave home, and they need to go off onto their own lives. And try not to feel like you're the one that is making a lot of sacrifices right now. You've got the 10 of Pentacles, so it looks like there's something going on. There is a change within the family with the 10 of Pentacles. There's something, an old cycle ending and a new cycle beginning. There's a lot of communication. You've got Mercury in Virgo over here. So there's a lot of focus that you're going to have on your work situation as well. And it seems like an old cycle coming to an end. So maybe the ending of a family situation and moving on to something different, something better, a new cycle coming in. There's also a 10 of fire over here. So all this hard work and responsibilities that you have been undertaking seems to be coming to an end. You've been doing too much of work, accept help from others. Life is out of balance, stress-related illnesses. So something happening within your family life, a change in the family situation that is causing a lot of stress. Like I said, it might be children leaving home because there's the card of parenting over here, and there's the card of 10 of Pentacles, which is the end of a family situation. So maybe that family unit that you had is no longer in existence anymore. And maybe all that responsibilities that you had about looking after these children or looking after that family is now gone. Maybe somebody else is now taking responsibility. Maybe your partner, if you're separated, has decided that they want to come in and help and take responsibility. So definitely there might be somebody coming in to help you and a change in that family situations. And maybe this is feeling you, maybe you feel like you have empty nest syndrome where when children leave home, parents feel a bit upset about things. So this could well be the case, and this is why you got the martyr card over here. Maybe you feel they're going off on their own lives and forgetting about you, and this is upsetting you. So there's a little bit of upset coming in June because there are ending of cycles and the beginning of new things. But change has to come in order for us to evolve into something better. So accept it and go with the flow, and understand that it is all about the facts. It is just a fact of life, really. So in July, we've got having patience over here. So you need to just step back, count to 10, and just wait for things to happen. There's probably divine timing at play here. You've got the rescue card here. So provide strength, support for others in crisis, acts out of love with no expectation or reward. So somebody coming in over here to help you out, to get you out of that situation. And you see this woman's carrying this rescue ring, but it's in the form of a heart. So somebody coming to rescue you from the situation, maybe a very good friend, maybe even a new love interest coming in to help you get over the previous month's distress that you went through. You've got the 6 of Wands over here, which is a victory card over here. You can see all these people worshipping this man. So you're going to get a lot of recognition coming in July. You've got Jupiter over there as a planet of expansion, so a lot of recognition, and you're going to feel really on top of the world with this 6 of Wands, people recognizing all the good work that you've been doing. You've got the 4 of Air over here, and it is a time to take a rest, take a vacation. Maybe you're going to be taking a family trip. This could well be the case, but it looks like you need to take some time out before you make any kind of major decisions. So a good time to take a holiday in July. Then you've got August, which speaks about time out. So July going into August looks like you will need to take a nice long extended vacation or a break. You've got Shapeshifter, which says skill in navigating through different levels of consciousness, ability to see the potential in everything. So it looks like you're going to be doing a lot of different things, a lot of multitasking and seeing things from a very, very different point or a different viewpoint from in August. You've got the 5 of Cups. You might be feeling a bit miserable, a bit heartbroken about some event that happened, maybe children leaving home or a change in that family situation, and you're still crying about it. You're still a bit depressed about it. You've got Mars in Scorpio over here, so you are feeling very victimized. You are feeling as though your world has gone to pieces. And you can see this person crying over all these cups that have fallen over here, and you feel like maybe everything that you invested in has not paid off. So there's a feeling of regret that is going through this 5 of Cups over here. And you've got release. So the old situation has now ended. You've got the 13, which says the end of a phase of situation, spiritual transformation, and this is going down in August. So it seems like there's a big change coming in August. There's big changes in previous relationships that you had, and it's time now to let go and move on. And you've got to see things from a very, very different point of view with this Shapeshifter card, and you've got to adapt to the situation. So a big change coming in August for you. In September, you've got perseverance, so you've got to knuckle down and start working. This is a green card, usually talking about implications of money there behind that. So you've got to just carry on and focus your energies back onto your work again. You've got the Queen over here, radiates regal feminine, uses her benevolent authority to protect others. So you are in a point, definitely a mother kind of figure over here, and you are guiding a lot of people into doing things, and they are seeing that you are rising above the situation, and you are taking control and taking charge again of your emotions in September. You've got the Nine of Swords over here, which says cruelty. There might be a bit of a disagreement or argument going on over here. You've got Mars in Aquarius over here, and this is usually cards of disputes. You can see neighbors having fights over here. So there are things that are happening around you that is causing, maybe due to gossip or nastiness. So something coming in September. And you've even got the Three of Fire over here. This is the card showing abundance. So whatever these problems are over here, you need to just step over it. These are small disputes probably, and they might be sorted out. These are just really harsh words, people saying things, hurtful things being said to each other. So it might be best to step away from that energy and ignore it rather than actually engaging in it. With this Three of Fire over here, it says abundance. This is again focusing back on your work. Things look very good. Have patience at this time. Make long-term plans. So whatever problems are coming up around you with this Nine of Swords, and the Nine of Swords is also a card of a lot of anxiety, not sleeping well at night, expecting the worst case scenario. You need to let that go, and you need to focus right back on your projects again. There might be some travel coming up for you, some international travel coming up for you in September. Three of Fire always talks about dealing with international people or dealing with projects of an international basis. And whatever you're putting down is now you're going to start seeing some returns to your hard work. So whatever problems that are going on, stop expecting the worst and try not to get involved in all the drama, and try and get some stress relief, because the Nine of Swords is generally about anxiety and expecting the worst to happen. So this probably won't happen because you've got the Three of Fire over here. This is an abundant success card. So maybe you're just expecting the worst. That's making you a bit edgy, or putting you a bit on edge, and this is causing all these disputes around you. You need to ignore those disputes and focus back on that work and know that it's going to have a positive outcome. So that's going on in September. In October, you've got manifestation. So whatever project you seem to have you put into place in September seems to manifest in October. You've got networker. So it looks like you are still involved with a lot of people, and you're getting a lot of information, a lot of messages coming in with this networking card. And you're very, very busy again. You're manifesting all the things that you want to. So a very positive card there. You've got the Seven of Swords over here, which says futility. So make sure you have plans in place. Also with the Seven of Swords, there are things or information coming to light that you were not aware of. So deceptions are being revealed to you. Information that was hidden is now going to be brought to light. And it might cause a little bit of disputes. You've got Moon in Aquarius. Aquarius being ruled by Uranus. So, things coming up all of a sudden, and it's of an emotional nature. It makes you a bit unhappy or a bit upset. So just be aware that a lot of information, a lot of secrets coming to light in October. You've got the Ego card over here, which says a false sense of entrapment, feeling overly focused on material things and negative fear-based thoughts. So there seems to be, you're communicating a lot with people, you're manifesting a lot, but on the flip side, there seems to be a lot of deception and almost a lot of negativity involved in that situation. People saying a lot of negative things. This is a good time to take whatever information you have and use it to your best advantage, rather than let the negativity overcome you. So know that you are not trapped by whatever people say. And I think, whatever anybody's got to say, whether it's nasty, just ignore it, because it's not based on truth. And they they will get theirs. Rather, with the Seven of Swords, they are going to get caught out, and whatever deception will come to light. So you just focus on yourself and don't let that negativity get you down. And that's going on in October. So in November, we've got a spiritual career, engineer. You've got the High Priestess over here, and you've got the Two of Air. So, it seems like this is now pushing you down the path of actually starting to look at yourself and question your spirituality in November. So whatever's been happening, whatever drama's been happening, you're now starting to look at yourself from a more spiritual point of view. You've got the engineer over here, ability to give creative energy, a practical expression, talent for designing resolutions to common dilemmas. So you're going to be working pretty hard, and this is almost like a card of manifestation. You're going to be able to take things that are in theory and put it into practice, and you're going to be able to solve a lot of problems. So you are very, very busy solving problems and coming up with practical solutions, and that's going down in November, working pretty hard. So you're back on track with your work. The High Priestess is waiting, so there might be a divine timing card in place over here, waiting for things to come to fruition. This is also a card about having information, so you need to go out and do a lot of research and ask the right questions and just wait for things to happen. You can see she's surrounded by the cycles of the moon, so as that moon comes and goes, information will come to light to you, and things will start changing with that phase of the moon. This is the High Priestess being ruled by the moon. So, and she's also a very productive woman. So you're going to be, your whatever you've been working on is going to start seeing a lot of positive results. Also, this is a time where whatever secrets or things that you have, keep it to yourself. Don't go around divulging information unless people ask you these questions. So it is a time to really keep your insights and your thoughts to yourself, and go within yourself and ask yourself what the solutions are. And if you have the engineer card, you're definitely going to have to go into your own personal information in order to solve whatever problems you have to solve. So whatever you're trying to work through, you've got the answers already, and you need to actually look for the solutions within yourself. It doesn't look like anybody's going to be there to come and give you advice and help you. It's almost like you're going to be unsupported in order for you to be able to tap and access all that information that you have accumulated over the years. And you don't realize it, but you have a lot of information and that you can put that into practice. You've got the Two of Air over here, so some decision that you need to make as well. And you might be just waiting before you make that decision. It could be something legal. You have to take action, maybe signing contracts. Whatever the case is, you've got to be very, very logical when you're making these decisions. So if it is a legal decision or something that you have to sign, you have to make that decision based on facts rather than what your emotional attachment is to that particular solution. With this High Priestess, you have the information. You just have to look at all the facts. So it's a good time to make pros and cons lists and decide how you're going to proceed from there. So you're working with a lot of information in November and needing to make a lot of decisions. And you're working, taking a very practical role. You're taking all that information and putting into practical use. You're behaving like that earth sign where you're taking anything that is in the ether and you're making it into something that is very solid. So sorting out through a lot of problems, but having all that information. This High Priestess also talks about education and maybe studying, but definitely acquiring information in order to solve your problems. And you will need that information in order to make this decision. So important decision coming up in November. So finally in December, you've got the New Beginnings card. So everything changes, the cycles all end, and you start off with something brand new. So you're going to begin something brand new in December, and you've got the second card being the Fool card. So two brand new beginnings, and it says fearlessly revealing emotions, helping people laugh at absurdity and hypocrisy. So with a Fool card, it's like just ignoring everything and starting brand new, a fresh start, all the tears being left behind, and you can see there's a mask of smiling. So something really good coming in for you and something new blossoming, something new beginning. So after a year of, there's been a lot of focus on work over here. It seems right through this year, you've had a lot of ups and downs. It seems like you finally achieve what you want. You've got the Fool, two beginnings. And you've got the King of Cups over here, which says counselor, father, protector. So there might be somebody around you that you're going to need, a father figure that you're going to need some advice and support from. And that person comes into your arena, and they're there to help you out. So they've got some really good advice on what to do next. You've got the Page of Air, which says some challenging information, delays, or changes to plans, truth delivered without tact. So some information coming in, some legal information that's going to cause a big change in your life. It's going to spur you on to a new beginning. And you're going to need this advice from this King of Cups. It could be a counselor. It could be somebody who is a father figure. And they're there to help you. There looks like there's some kind of decision coming in. There's a lot of information coming in with this Page of Air, but it's going to spur you on. You can even see the green man pointing towards the Fool and the new beginning, if you look carefully. And you can see that whatever this information is going to come, maybe the King of Cups brings in this information, and this is going to lead you in towards the new beginnings.